Hello and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion and to the crawl space in Banelin's house in Bruma. Why are we here? Well, we need to stage an accidental killing for the Dark Brotherhood. And Banelin, down there, is our target. Our method is this mounted bull's head, or minotaur head, that's on the other side of the wall. However, we can only drop this once Banelin is in his chair right down below. As you can see, I am wearing my Ring of Chameleon. That is the effect that makes me partly invisible, though not completely. So, we have to wait till at least 8 p.m. However, you cannot wait when enemies are nearby. Really? Are they nearby though? Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Alright, well, I will speed up in the edit until we get to a point where Banelin is going to sit right down below this particular place. On the way out, we will have to avoid Grom, the manservant. One, we have to avoid being near him, as he's a warrior and will obviously try and defend his master. We, however, cannot be spotted by Grom, as that would mean that he will follow us out into the street and try and attack us, which would mean that the city guards of Bruma will attack him. And if he dies at all, or if Banelin dies in a different way, I will lose my bonus from the Dark Brotherhood. I would still be able to complete the quest, but I would not be able to get the full reward. Not that it matters that much, but I like to do things right the first time. Alright, now he is in the right position, but it's a bit too early just yet. I have to wait for at least an hour in-game to see if he moves away from this chair. You'll also notice that I no longer have the symbol of the feather spell, Ease Burden, up in the right corner of the screen. That is because as I crafted the super light pants that I'm wearing, the feather enchantment is now always on me, as it is part of my armor, and I don't ever need to recharge it. And with the added bonus of our armor weighing nothing now, well, next to nothing, our carry weight is pretty good for the time being. So we can carry an extra sword or an extra piece of armor in case the need arise. Quest items are typically not weighing anything. But rewards, now that's a different story. We'll wait until it says 8, until at least past 8. Because that's what the quest says. While it is the right way of killing him, the time is wrong. And I know that the Dark Brotherhood missions can be a bit fickle with it when it comes to details. I know I could also have asked my fellow members at the guild hall of interesting items and other ways in, but, well, I made it. So, now it's 8:01. These appear to be the fastenings of a mounted Minotaur head. As expected, they have been loosened over time. You could easily remove the fastenings, causing the mounted head to crash to the floor below. Do you wish to remove the fastenings? Yes. The mounted head has fallen on Bovine, killing him as expected. I must return to the sanctuary and speak with Vicente Valtieri to receive my reward. That's all well and good, but first, we need to get out of this place without Grom noticing us. What's that? Cerulean brandy, huh? I thought it was... Just erase the trace. Yep, that definitely would have killed most people. Ooh. Oh, it's hard, please. Zeros, sure. Now, I do hear a Nern root somewhere. Oh. Oh, there we are. Yoop. So he's just down there. Not a blood. Where's the door? There it is. Well, that went better than expected. Okay, so now we should really head for Cheydon Hall once more, as we have 2 quests to hand in, and potentially get another one from the Dark Brotherhood. Let's see.
You're a sneaky looking sort.
No? Oh, not. Alright, we don't need the chameleon ring right now, so let's see what we'll have used instead. That's always good. Ring of Shadows, that's the one we don't want, so let's put that off. Ring of War? Yeah, let's go for a good old-fashioned standards. Right. So, in order to head to Cheydon Hall, we have 2 quests to hand in. The Dark Brotherhood one that we just completed, and the Fighters Guild one that we completed last time. This is mountains, so there's nothing here. This... I don't feel particularly convinced that there is anything here, but we could go through and check. But since I have gone through this area already once, and... do you think there could be an Oblivion gate in this area up here? North of Erin's camp. I think it's possible. And I will meet you at Aaron's camp, and we shall continue our exploration from there.
Farewell.
Alright, here we are at Aaron's camp. That is Torburn, who isn't hostile. I think I discovered that. Well, maybe I discovered this place off camera. Anyway, so our task is pretty much to head straight east and then circle back down south till we get to Chedenhall. Should be doable, but it might be that it's nothing but impassable mountains up here. But we shall see. At least the map suggests that there is a lot of area that is unexplored, which itself is reason enough to explore. Now I will definitely be diligent in looking at the HUD to see if anything shows up. It could be that there is a cave with treasures, or maybe even an Oblivion gate. And with the speeding up and time and the cuts and all, we have time for that. But as it stands, it does not look like there is anything up here. Which is... it's possible that this area will field something down a quest line. But, well, we haven't discovered that quest yet. But this definitely looks like a passable pass. But soon we will get the note telling us that we cannot go further this way. Turn around. Yeah. Well, straight south it is then. South and slightly southwest. Though I really don't think we're going to find anything up here. It is worth the time for a trip. And there could even be a couple of enemies that need some mauling. Well, I happen to be gracious and generous when it comes to dealing out maulings to creatures. See, this could definitely be the place for a little campsite, but nope, not the case. So far, nothing. Oh, that's something.
Whoa!
That'll do. Bears are pretty tough enemies in terms of their amount of hit points. They're pretty fast and do dash out a decent amount of damage, so it's not unwise to come prepared. Though you shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't have trouble defeating them. They still make up a decent adversary at this point. The fact that you don't instantly kill them with one hit is definitely saying something of their toughness. Unfortunately, our quest into the Valus Mountains was fruitless, but, well, that is sometimes what you can expect when you're exploring. You can expect to find absolutely nothing. So you shouldn't be surprised or, in other ways, disappointed if you find nothing. Because it is a thing that can happen when you're out here in the wilds with no quest marker to go for. Don't think... could... Oh! Why is that mountain lion not attacking me? I remember clearing that out. Made a pretty tasteless joke. Or it wasn't really tasteless. It was rather salty. Silly. Right, back to Chekenhall. So I think we will turn in the Dark Brotherhood quest first. And this time, remember that we... Ow. Forgot. Oh yes, this was the fort that had the secret entrance to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. Well, a different sanctuary. Which leads me to think that the one in Chekenhall might be compromised at some point. And no guards on this side. Not that it really matters. We haven't committed any crimes that the world knows of. And knowing is half the battle here. Right. So, Dark Brotherhood first, then we will take as many hints for the next task as we can get by talking to the other Dark Brotherhood members, and then we will hand in the Fighters Guild quest. Now, if we are just a little bit lucky, the quest for the Dark Brotherhood will lead us to Anvil. Of course, there are plenty of NPCs, so the chance is relatively small. But if that should be the case, it is wonderful, because I'm fairly certain we have to go to Anvil after the Fighters Guild for the next chapter in the Fighters Guild series. So, Smith in Crucible. That's the Shivering Isles. I don't know why I'm getting Shivering Isles things when I have not yet started that. But I suppose it is active as soon as the DLC is in store. At least you get the quest that you've heard stories of a weird door in Midden Bay. Right, so Vicente Valtieri. You are here. Oh, come back.
So, the accident has been staged and Bainlin lies dead. Well done. You have more than earned your reward and bonus. I present to you this dagger. It's an enchanted blade known as Sufferthorn. Its prick is deadly, I assure you. Yes, you are quite an asset to this sanctuary. In fact, I believe you are ready for advancement. I hereby appoint you Slayer. Well done. Now go, child of Sithis. Go and rest. You'll need it.
Can I talk to you? I'm just a Dark Guardian. Okay.
Back for more? It just so happens I have another contract available, one that requires an expert in infiltration.
Of course, I would.
As always, you fail to disappoint me. Your target is a dark elf named Valen Dreth. He thinks he's safe in prison. He is tragically mistaken. A prisoner recently escaped from the prison using a set of secret tunnels connected to the Imperial City's sewer system. It's a perfect way inside. Just outside the Imperial prison is a grating that leads to the sewers. It has recently been tightly locked, but I will provide a key. It should be easy enough to locate Dreth in his small cell. Besides, I think you know the way, Valen Dreth has been imprisoned for many years. His tongue is sharp, but his body is limp and frail. He will prove an easy, pleasurable kill. You will receive a bonus if you fulfill the contract without killing any of the prison guards. Now go, and may the Night Mother go with you.
No rest for the wicked. I have an idea that this is our order of execution. If you remember way back when we started, you are, no matter which race you choose, you are taunted by the cellmate in the cell opposite yours. I believe that is our man. Well, now we should do what we forgot to do last time, which is ask our fellow
brother.
members
I do hope you are
if they
well.
have some advice or hints.
No dark brother or sister has successfully infiltrated the Imperial prison in over 300 years. This will be a true test of your abilities.
So you're good at you guys are good at killing, but not so much at picking locks and sneaking. Okay, got it. Lewis.
I've heard some talk. This past year, some family members have been found murdered. Could there be an assassin among assassins?
Yep.
Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
Trap. Where does that lead? Leads further down. But I thought we were already pretty much down in the first place. Oh.
Hello, brother. It's good to see you again. The Night Mother has been smiling upon you, I hope. This prisoner, why give him a chance to escape or fight back? Pierce his heart with an arrow right through the bars of the cell. Quick and easy.
That really doesn't say anything.
Oh, I shouldn't. Well, all right. Gogren had a pet rabbit as a child. He petted the thing so hard he crushed its skull. What a brute!
That
May
was
your
useless.
arrows always strike true.
I mean, they do. So... Oh! That was a way through in the same room.
Sister,
That's confusing.
if I may have a word.
Of course. What is it?
Is it true what I've heard about your most recent contract? You were forced to eliminate everyone?
I welcome you to our family and this sanctuary. May you find yourself at home here in the loving embrace of Our Lady, the Night Mother.
Yeah, sure.
I know those sewers well. They will allow you access to the prison, but are home to some fearsome creatures. Tread carefully.
Oh, you mean...
I heard
kill
the
everyone that
gauntlets
stands in
of-
my way? Why
May
do
you
you
walk
care about
always in the
gauntlets of the
shadow of
Crusader?
cities, dear brother.
Well, it seems the living quarters might be a better option. Okay, we should also check what Sufferthorn actually does. Let's see. Drain strength and damage health. A lot of charges, a lot of uses, so that's at least nice. How does it look? Elven of design, not the greatest damage. I prefer an axe. No torches. Okay. No torches. Okay. The pet rat schemer. Antonia Mary.
Yes, dearest brother. The
Connor.
Imperial prison. Long did I languish there, in my youth, before the Brotherhood found me. The guards are strong and cruel. So very cruel.
I mean, you were in prison
Don't
for
tell
a
anyone
reason,
else.
so-
But someday I'm going to have Uchiva's position. Just you wait. Good luck, brother.
Okay.
I hope you don't get killed.
Qa'Rajh.
I know what you're thinking. Gogron, he's too big to be sneaky. Well, you're right. Me, I like to just go in and hack my targets to pieces. Ha!
Infiltrating the Imperial prison is no small matter. Those guards are heavily armed and professionally trained. If discovered, don't be a fool. Flee.
Rulers.
Kinnereth bestowed...
Happy
hunting, my brother.
That. Okay, well, it seems we've got pretty much all the information that we could get from these members. Right. So now it's time to hand in the fighting skill list. Well, the good thing is the Imperial prison is en route to Anvil. Or at least it's not Leowin, or... Which makes it convenient. We can stop on the way, so to say. And, get a much-deserved revenge for that guy who called us a house cat. I can't exactly remember what his exact words were, but does it really matter? I mean, We're going to kill him. That's for sure. Right. Fighters Guild. Which is across the river. And right by my own house.
By the 9 divines, you're the grand champion of the arena. This is so
Yeah, maybe do your job instead of talking to the grand champion. I don't have time for you. Whoop.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Fighters Guild. The thing is about the Dark Brotherhood compared to the Thieves Guild. Yes, you're breaking the law as committing murders, but oh, that's not Heavenly Ceremonial Gauntlets. Do they even have? Well, they do have armor rating, but oh, why are you in regular clothes?
You need to go find Lady Rogbutt, meat. Why are you standing here talking to me?
Because I did.
You got her back in one piece. Good work. I've always liked that girl. May have to look her up sometime. Here's your payment. I've got one more for you, meat. I assume you can handle it. I need you to investigate some disappearances at Harlan's Watch. Some folks are missing in Harlan's Watch. We've been contracted to find out what's happened. Speak to Durana Thelis for all the details. Get going.
Okay,
Stop wasting time.
Harlan's Watch
Get to
is
Harlan's Watch
happily
now.
close by. But actually, it's just the small settlement just south of Chatenholm. And, well, with around 30 minutes or so left, I say that's an easy, hopefully, achievable quest line. Let's see, is it our active quest now? Ooh, yes, good. Alright. It is in the middle of the night, but, well, morning, but I don't suppose that people disappearing can wait. Besides, when we're right here, why not take it up right away? At least that's my philosophy, if you could call it that. Alright, southbound. Ooh, she's outside. That's convenient. Though, the last couple of times I've went through Harlan's Watch, people have been outside all the time, so I suppose that will not, that doesn't really come as a surprise, but no. We have probably gained some infinite because of this, but you know. Okay, who are we to speak to? Probably you.
Hello. You're from the Fighters Guild, I presume. It's good that you've arrived. We need your help with some disappearances. Some folks reported seeing strange lights near the old swampy cave. We sent folks to investigate them, but haven't seen them since. We need help. They started appearing a few nights ago. Odd, flickering lights. In the morning, there was nothing to see. But they were there at night.
I have a feeling that it's going to be... Why did you make it sound like you were behind this? Flickering lights that appears at night. Does that sound like Will-o'-the-Wisps to you? Because it sounds like Will-o'-the-Wisps to me. Well, it's a good thing that we are... Well, at least 2 of our 3 melee weapons are fit for fighting Will-o'-the-Wisps. And we have magic to dole out. And a spell... yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of them. Ugh, nasty. Oh, boy. Down. You others didn't notice. Well, it seems that the strange lights people were seeing over the swamp are will-o'-the-wisps, but there don't seem to be any signs of the town folks who had disappeared. Will-o'-the-wisp was surrounding a cave. I should investigate. I don't like you invisible pricks. Whoa! Get out of my face! Ugh. There we go. Right. So that was restore. Okay, let's see. We have at least one that can help us here. Restore willpower. Damn it! Do I have let's see. Silver Magicka. Do I happen to have a potion for that? It's not overly important, but restore agility, restore endurance. We do not have anything for restore intelligence. At least not amongst the potions. But what about amongst the items themselves? Restore personality, no. Restore strength. Resist poison, no. Poison damage, no. Red wart, refined frost, no. Cure disease, it's not a disease. Restore Magicka, no. Restore luck, restore endurance, silence, restore Magicka. Oh, that's... Well, that's a bummer. Alright. So, steel arrows are not powerful enough for this one. At least I don't think so. Swampy Cave. I remember this place. Right. So, there are will-o'-the-wisps outside. There's a good chance that they are also inside, which is annoying, but what can you do? So, because we are now inside a dungeon, I think the right course of action would be, and because we know that will-o'-the-wisp can go invisible, we don't really need the Grand Ring of Aegis, but we could have advantage of taking the Ring of the Grey, as it has Detect Life. Not as long as the Detect Life ring, but still 50 feet is not bad. Up or down? Well, we've been in this place before, as the minimap will show. And that led up Dry Rock Run. Well, this is a dead end, so let's go up here first. Clear out. Oh, a dead troll. And a skeleton, but the skeleton is not recent. So if it isn't recent, that means that, well, if they are still alive, it would be fresh corpses. I also don't particularly trust the way that she said, "Be careful." That sounded a lot to me like Swamp Troll. Like she had something to do with it. Well, if that's the case, I certainly don't mind putting her on the stand and telling her what's what. Ebony Greaves. No. So we got one dead end straight ahead, and I am looking out for wait, what? That was not the right way. I mean, it is the right way in terms of progression, but it's the wrong way in terms of finding all the loot. Alright. See if there's something that's alive down here. Yup. There it is. Job done. At least that part of it. Now, if I do come across some of the sorcery chests, there could be a restore intelligence potion in them. Something that we right now could use. Not that we have that much damage to our intelligence, but it bothers me that it has been affected. That in itself is reason to... Alright. So that's a lot of dead. Inside the swampy cave, I found the corpses of the townsfolk that are missing. It looks like the trolls have been feeding on the people weakened by the will-o'-the-wisp. I should make sure to clear out all the remaining trolls from the cave complex. Alright. Who were you? Ooh. Sure. Edward Demille. Something like that. And a zombie. Do I have a need for this? I think someone would like some of the Daedric lords might want that as a bonus. Right, so now we just have to go and clear out all the trolls. Not a big problem. Pretty big targets, and the steel arrows seem to be enough to take them down. Longsword of Winter. It's a Daedric sword, but I'd rather not want it enchanted. So this should lead to the Dry Rock Run. And let's see, it does. Okay, good. Could I have gone melee for this? Sure. Trolls are not magical creatures. But this is faster, and I still have skills that... that's boosted, as you can see, by the green numbers. I still have a feeling that she knew what she was talking about. The way her phrasing was seemed suspicious at best. Just... So where are we to go here? All of that will... I think that leads out into the river bay. Meaning that it doesn't really matter all that much which way we go, as they all connect. So I will go forth until I come to that first room. Up ahead. If there's nothing, should clear it out. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, lovely. The next level in security is 75, so that's a long way to go. unfortunately, but I think we'll manage. So that leads down where we will come up. Alright, let's go back and see what was down below. This is kind of optional because it all connects together, as a lot of Oblivion's caves and mines tend to do. Suggesting that people here know that they would have trouble if they only made it a one-way route. Data goes, nope. Narrow tunnel. That could make it easy for fighting trolls. Of course, that would require the trolls being alive in the first place, and, well, they ain't exactly. I think that's partly my fault. So this would have actually been a lot more difficult had I not cleared it out in advance, though I did not know it was part of a quest. Sometimes, but not always, you'll find a cave that is related to a quest and then locked off. Oh. Seems I haven't gone this way. Any trolls in here? Nope, at least not for my detect life. Potion of cure poison? Nope. So this should lead all the way to that room where we were before. But, as you can see, there were treasure along the way. Superior self? Nope. You'd think something like superior self and the dispel would, for yourself, clear you of things that ails you, but not things that aid you. But unfortunately, it erases all kinds of magic that is on you, good or bad, doesn't matter. So if you had any powerful buff added, well, that's gone. That's kind of not superior, but, well, you know. I suppose it could be useful for... Just got one more shot. Trolls are fast. I've killed all of the trolls in Swampy Cave. I should report what I found to Drarana Phyllis. God damn it. Well, I already killed them, so no point in exacting more revenge than what I already got. And there should be a way out here. Ooh. Gold. And one arrow back. So this should lead up to the surface. And I think it does. Well, we have time to turn this in, actually. Could be that there are some mud crab by the river. I'll give them a good 1-2 punch and maybe even 3. But they should go down after the first one. Still, it's peculiar that we will always disappear down there. You wanna go, mate? You wanna fucking go? How did that work out for you? Right. No, just in case. If it's... Jumping Khajiit, crouching crab. Did I hear an Andrew? Hold on a hecking minute. No, I did not. Oh well. It served its purpose. Now we won't be meeting any crabs down here, so... Really? Oh my god. Why? What did you think you could achieve? Like, I get crabs eat pretty much anything. That doesn't mean you have to be stupid and try and fight something that's much bigger and much more dangerous than yourself. That's exactly what you did. Me? Up the hill. I'm not attacking. I'm jumping. It's different. Oh, well, there's a nice slope here. Pretty hazardous, what with all the trees and such.
What's new with you? I've heard that the great houses of Morrowind are...
Oh, well, there's another
Indoril is in...
That's good.
Please, see if you can't find our friends who have disappeared. Oh no, you believe trolls killed them? That's horrible. Good that you killed all of the trolls, though. Please take this with our gratitude.
Mind and body ring.
You think?
What's new with
Have you heard any word about...
What is that exactly? Mind and body ring. Reflect damage, 60% and 45 strength. I mean, it's kind of heavy, but
The other province.
it's not that great. 45 strength is definitely a downhill slope, because if you suddenly lose it, you stand with a lot less strength than you had before, which is definitely not ideal. Okay. Well, I did not expect to get 2 quests in a row here in Chigno, but that must mean that surely the next one will be Anvil. As Moderate Orion said, that we had to deal with these minor tasks first before he had more for us. It was a little quick journey. 2 rather easy. Well, I suppose the one was fighting ogres and trying to keep someone alive at the same time, so yeah, that one could have been a challenge, but well, it wasn't. So, I do believe I have some gear to sell, and this is daytime, so that is a perfect time to enter a shop and do perform such a sell.
Hi there.
I don't want to steal anything.
Certainly.
Wrong one.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take those.
Excellent deal.
I'll take
A
those.
bargain at
Need
any
them, but I
price.
don't. Do you happen to have any kind of No, you do not. Okay. Do you happen to have any... Oh, you do not. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. Right, let's see, what do we have for you? Sufferthorn. I'm not gonna use it. And I might as well sell it this. Because even though I will only get a maximum of 1,000 for it. Can we make the price a bit better? Not that it will matter in this case, but
That's a fair deal.
it will matter for anything that's less than that.
That's a good deal.
Nah. It's not worth my time. The fact that it weighs 1 means that it's definitely there's a lot less reason for me to keep it compared to others. Got the one
That
with
seems a fair price.
any other soul gems that are empty. Nope. Okay.
That's a good deal. Bye.
Really should take that detect life off when I'm not on a quest in a city. That everyone going pink is kind of bit of an eyesore in my honest opinion. I mean, I don't mind them being visible, but it's in the city. Like, it's not like there's a prize on my head and people coming after me to slay me. Well, Trying to, at least. At least I hope not. Let's see. I still need a glass helmet and glass gauntlets. I believe our smithy friend here can help, potentially. Or if we find an elven helmet, that would also do, as that is an improvement. Let's see.
I used to admire you, but it turns out you're just a sinner like all the rest of us.
Sure. Well, so what do you do
Have
for
a look at my
Dark
wares.
then?
I'm sure there's something to
Bow
suit you.
members, I remember that was a nice one. Iron arrows, new. Silver arrows. Oh, sure.
A bargain at any price.
So you only have mithril. You don't have any hammer, any useful items. Okay. Don't know why I expected it, but
Come back and... Bye.
I'm over-encumbered, what? Oh, for the love of... Well. See, now, if I had that ring of body and mind on, that would have been bad. Well, not bad per se, but we do have a means of curing this. Maybe not right here, though. What if I... Nope. Yeah. There we go. Pack mule? No. Well, we could, but we have one that's better. Light and low, that's definitely not it. Ease burden? Nope. Really? Was pack mule the best one? Let's see. Yeah, that's 150. That's, yeah, that's nice. For the time being. Though I don't expect this to last long. Because, well, we have questing to do, and questing that involves us running through the Imperial sewers, as well as all the way to Anvil. I think I will lose an arrow or two in a couple of bandits' faces, chests, and pelvises along the way. It's not about the arrows you lose, it's about the friendships you gain. What? But I'm shooting people. Exactly. What? Yeet. So I would definitely, if anyone is doing a playthrough, I would definitely advise you not to do any kind of bad things while doing the Knights of Nine DLC. Not that it really matters, but it does make it complicated.
You're supposed to be helping out the folks at Harlan's Watch. What's the status? You were supposed to... Trolls, huh? And drawn in by will-o'-the-wisps. There's some lousy luck for you. Well, here's your payment. Afraid to say, I don't have any more contracts for you. Maybe Azan has some, but I don't know. You did pretty good work, Meat. I've got... See Azan. Be seeing you.
600 gold at it, and... Okay, nothing else. Right. In the next one, I will meet you at the Imperial City sewers, where we shall enter for the quest to take down a loudmouthed elf who thinks himself wiser and clever and safe. We shall prove all of those wrong in the next one, but until then, take care.